I walked back towards the gym once more to check on the three as the others left. I poked my head in and sighed at what I saw. Poor Hinata was stuck between Kageyama and Tsukishima, who was convinced to stay with some teasing from Little Red. I thought it was just another petty argument, and I stepped inside to walk over. Guys, I was interrupted by Kageyama, who didn't even seem to see me. Say that again, I fucking dare you. Only Hinata looked up at me, seeming genuinely afraid as he struggled to keep them apart. Before I could say anything back, Tsukishima was grinning as he said, "You don't stand a chance, King." I saw Kageyama's eyes widen in shock and pure rage, but Tsuki kept blabbering. Out of curiosity, I let him speak. But that was a mistake. YN could never like someone like you. What are you going to do for them? Shut up, Salty. Hinata shouted. They ignored him completely and Tsuki talked over him. Get mad at them if they don't do everything exactly right? Boss them around like the dictator you are? Ha! You see. Suddenly Kageyama swatted Hinata in the face and pushed the little one to the floor. I gasped, speechless, and darted forward to help Hinata, who had hit his head on the hardwood floor of the court. You okay? I asked him, cradling him carefully. He nodded swiftly, pointing to Kageyama and Tsukishima with big, worried eyes. Tsuki must have been tackled to the floor and Kags was grabbing him by his shirt collar and screaming at him. Go get Tanaka. And Daichi. I told him as I frantically motioned to the door. Right. He jumped up from my arms and darted out of the gym. This was the most grateful I'd ever been for his speed. Tsukishima. You're so dead. What? Tsuki laughed, still thinking the setter was merely bluffing. Execution? You really are. I got up to run over, but couldn't make it before the blonde could finish his sentence. A dictator. Kageyama slammed him into the ground by his collar, pulling back his arm and punching him in the nose. At least that's what I could see from behind Kageyama. I latched onto him, wrapping my arm around his waist and trying to pull him up, but he pulled his arm back again. For some reason, Tsukishima didn't even fight back, only blocked his face. I grabbed onto his arm instead. Street I started. Hinata both. He hissed as he pulled his arm away. Dumbus. Getty yelled before accidentally elbowing me in the face. I groaned loudly, grabbing onto his arm again and yanking him away, both of us falling to the ground. He looked back seeming worried. I don't know if it was because he realized I wasn't Hinata, or because he knew he'd hit too hard. Either way, his anger drained from his face, as did the color. I heard a gasp from the doorway and I turned to see Hinata, hearing more footsteps approaching. Kageyama's voice trailed off, and my eyes darted back to him to see him stand up slowly. He stumbled towards me, disoriented and in disbelief. I clasped my hands over my nose after I sat up, feeling the warmth of my blood on my palm. I didn't mean to, he breathed. He reached out to me and I scrambled to my feet, taking a couple steps back. You didn't. I heard another voice from the doorway. Tanaka had spoke, standing beside Daichi as Hinata ran over to me, cupping my face in his hands. Does it hurt? Let me see. You did not put your hands on YN. Tanaka laughed, his eye twitching. You crazy or something? I'll teach you a lesson, you little. He shut up due to Daichi smacking him in the back of the head. Don't, he said simply. Check on Tsukishima. I'll deal with him. Tanaka, grumbling, went over to help Tsuki stand. The tallest wiped the blood from his nose on his shirt, and Tanaka left to get the broom to clean up the shattered glass from Tsuki's glasses. I'm so sorry, were the only words Kageyama could manage to get out before Daichi put a hand on his shoulder and led him out of the gym. Hinata watched them go before turning his attention back to me. Come on, he whined. It's not bad, is it? I'm fine, I reassured him. But he grabbed me by my wrists and pulled my hands away to see the blood dripping from my nose. He gave a little gasp before taking my hand to drag me towards the corner where his bag was. I looked back at Tsuki and motioned for him to follow, which he did. If you weren't such a jerk, Hinata huffed as he rummaged through his bag to pull out a pack of tissues. None of this would have happened. The shorter of the two took out a couple tissues before tossing the pack to Tsuki. He could barely catch it without his glasses. To my surprise, he said nothing. Hinata pouted quietly in the awkward silence and took his time to carefully pat the blood from my face, giving me a tissue to plug my nose with afterward. Thank you, I mumbled, still a bit surprised. I plugged my nose carefully, wincing a bit at the pain. Hinata grabbed his bag as he said, "Will you be okay if I go? I'm starving, and I don't want dinner to be cold when I get home." Yeah, I gave a polite smile trying, to brighten the mood and ease the tension. Night, shorty. Good night. He chirped as he turned to run out. I looked at Tsuki. You alright? I can't really see much. I'd led you to the bathroom. Alright? We need to wash off the blood. I let him grab onto my arm and we did just that. Tanaka, concerned for me, stuck around until Tsuki and I were ready to leave. When the three of us stepped outside, Kageyama and Daichi were nowhere in sight, so we started heading home. Tanaka offered to walk me home when it was time for us to part ways, but I told him I needed to make sure Tsukishima got home safe. Reluctantly, he said his goodbyes and Tsuki and I went on, walking together alone. In the Karasuno GC, YN got hurt? Yeah. IDK how, but when I got there they were on the floor and he was apologizing. He hit her? I know right. Wait until I see him tomorrow. I'm with you bro. More fighting isn't gonna solve anything. If you two hurt him you're benched from next game. He can't get away with something like that. It was an accident. He says she came up from behind to pull him off and he thought it was Hinata and got carried away. So, hitting me would have been fine? What about Tsuki? Is he okay? I don't think anybody was seriously hurt. He needs new glasses though. Okay. This is not good. We better hope YN's brother doesn't find out who did this. YEH. He's so scary. Why are you scared? You aren't the one who hit her. Because our next practice game is against his team. Oh shit. You don't mean Bakuto-san? But he's so nice. You only think that because YN didn't tell you those stories about him. He'll find out. It's not fair to ask her not to talk to him about it. He'll see her nose. You guys. I'm kinda worried that none of them have come online yet. YN and Salty are probably talking right now. Huh? She's walking him home since he can't see well. Kageyama is online. Hey. Kageyama. My man. Don't read the. You left them alone? Large Fry is online. Goddess is online. Horizontal ellipsis. Horizontal ellipsis. Hi. Goddess YN. Simp emojis. Praise YN. More simp emojis. Hey. You guys know just how to brighten my mood. We do? Always. YN. You okay? What about you Tsuki? We're fine guys. Circumflex. We've got matching bloody noses now. It's the new trend. Can't believe you didn't know. You have to make everything a joke, don't you? Pretty much yeah. Let's just move on, okay? It's nothing to worry about guys. Kageyama DMs. YN. I really didn't mean to hit you, alright? Yeah I know. I'm sorry. It'll never happen again. It's fine. I'm okay. Bakuto DMs. Why aren't you home yet? Something happened after practice, but I'm on my way now. What happened? You okay? I don't really want to talk about it. YN. You're very cool, super amazing, great, awesome big brother. If there's something wrong, if somebody needs to be put in their place, you tell me.
This my baby, and ain't nobody finna touch him.
I know we can talk when I get home. Send me your location. I'll come pick you up. Thanks. Kageyama. Tsukishima. You knew didn't you? Knew what? You knew it was YN. You saw her and that's why you didn't hit me back. You made me look like the bad guy. You did that to yourself. Look, you better get over all this. Or at least push it aside for tomorrow's game. I won't let us lose not even because of you. Good I can't have you making me look stupid. Don't push it. Or what? You'll hit me again and end up benched? Suspended? Kageyama is offline.
Next time you fucking put a hand on me, I'ma fucking rip your face off, bitch. What did he do to him? Cause he fucking pushed me next.
A while after YN gets home. Hey, YN. YN. Little owl. Baby sister who I love so much and appreciate with all of my heart? Cheeks. What's up with you? You've been sulking all night. Because. You lied to me. How could my precious, favorite sibling do this to me?
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Horizontal ellipsis. Emphasis on the favorite. Fine I give. What did I lie about? Your nose. What happened to your nose? I told you. I fell. I know a lot of people think I'm an idiot, but you should know me better. I can tell something's bothering you no matter how much you laugh or smile to hide it. Who hit you? Nobody. Bakuto, FN. Tell me right now or no snickerdoodle sundae. No, I love when you make those. Using my weakness against me. Fine. Promise not to overreact. Dim. You can't seriously be unaware. Remember that time we were walking and you heard someone talking to their friends and making fun of me? Saying that we weren't real siblings because I'm adopted? Yeah? And how you just turned back with no hesitation and shoved him to the ground? And then you stomped on his chest and stood there? Yep. And I didn't let up until he apologized to you.
That's my sense of humor. My mistake was thinking that everyone was going to understand my joke.
Kotaro. What? You went from grinning to looking like you were gonna murder him in like a millisecond. I don't see the point you're trying to make. Oh god. Just. No violence, alright? He's a friend. Yeah. Just tell me who did it already. Not until you promise. YNNN. I'm serious, dude. Fine, I promise. Kageyama did. It was an accident though. He didn't even know it was me. You want me to believe he accidentally hit you? Well, 5 minutes later. That's what happened. So don't get upset. Horizontal ellipsis. So he's the one who does those really cool sets to my son. Yes. We have a practice game tomorrow. Did you guys not watch my team play today to study? We did. I'm just making sure. Remember your promise. Oh, I had my fingers crossed.
Remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
If you touch him, I'll tell Akashi and we'll beat your ass. Okay, don't be so mean. You'd think I was a bad guy. Is it so wrong to wanna protect my sister? You're not a bad guy. Look, if you fight Kags, you won't have a match. You won't be able to look cool in front of me and my team. Yeah. Hinata's really excited to go against you again. You know. He is? Yeah, so we can't disappoint, right? Come on. Meet me in the living room and we can watch The Princess and the Frog. Bakuto shouts from across the house. Love you. Love you too.